It's 11 o'clock.
Josh, what you got there, bro?
Some money.
Oh, dude, how much is that?
30 G's.
How do you make that, bro?
Wholesale and real estate, baby.
How old are you now, dude?
19, just turned 19.
What's the cash raise?
Let's go get that money.
Let's go get this money. Wholesale to Million family, happy Tuesday. I wish you guys are having a great day today. I got a very, very special guest. He's 19, closed his first wholesale deal for 30 G's, got the cash to prove it. And anyways, I'm going to have him jump on. Hopefully he'll inspire, motivate, and obviously give you guys all the tips, all the information, exactly how he got the deal done. No sales pitch, just straight up free info. The only thing that you need to do after you watch this video is put in the WORK. Put your hand together, smash that thumbs up, and help me welcome my buddy, Josh.
Thank you very much, Khang. Appreciate you. Pleasure to be here.
Bro, it's an honor, dude. It's an honor to have you come on here, man. I appreciate it, dude. So, Josh, give everybody a little background about you, school, college, what you do, how you got into real estate, and obviously leading into your first wholesale deal, bro.
Sure. Yeah, I'll try to make it brief. I got into sales. My mom had a furniture business, so I got into sales at a very young age, about 8 years old. I started buying bikes, fixing them up and selling them. That's kind of how single mom of 5 kids. So I kind of had to make my own money and do my own thing. Was never big into college, never wanted to go to college. Found out about wholesaling as soon as I graduated high school. I think a lot of people get caught up. Oh, you need to have this course. You need to do this. There's some special formula. It's like, no, there's so much free information out there with books and YouTube. So just started educating myself. YouTube University, best university. Just rocking it.
Dude, man. So, Josh, so you're kind of like Gary Vee. You're kind of like Gary Vee. Like you kind of have that entrepreneur, like when you're young already.
Yeah. Yep.
When I was eight, man, I was roaming around in mud and just I didn't have any kind of that entrepreneur within me. But once I got the taste of that real money, bro. Dude, the beast, the hustler, the entrepreneur, it comes out, dude.
And hey, better late than never, right?
That's right, bro. Now, so Josh, let's talk about your first wholesale deal, bro. So basically, man, if you want to go walk us through the entire process, like when did you discover wholesaling? How do you got a deal? All of that, bro.
Yeah, so it started out, I think, November. So 4 or 5 months back, I learned. I was like, it's like you don't need credit, you don't need any of your own money. I was like, this sounds too good to be true. And I just started educating myself. I was like, this isn't that hard. Anyone can do this. It's not difficult. It's if you're willing to put in the work that it takes, because it's not easy. They want to sell you on, it takes 2 weeks. You'll have your first deal. It's like, no, you got to put in some work. So I discovered it, hit it hard for a couple months, kind of got discouraged, gave it a little break, reset. I was working construction, so learning how to build, which really helped the process of repair costs and knowing those AVR and stuff, ARV. I figured, you know what, I can get a wholesale deal. Like I feel it's so close. I've called 1,000 people. I'm right there. So I quit my job, took a leap of faith, and found this deal through Facebook. There was an ad that I posted. It was actually another guy that had posted an ad saying looking for a fixer-upper house. And the guy had commented on that post. So I reached out to him through Facebook, and messaged him, hey, do you have a fixer-upper house that you're looking to sell? And he had said that he did. So I drove up. It was about 45 minutes away, drove up, met with him in person, developed a really good relationship with him. And I was able to lock that one up.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Hold on a second. So, Josh, how much were you making at your construction, man?
$500 a week, and I thought that was amazing. Yeah.
So you're making $500 a week, and when you quit, man, did you have any reserves set aside, or I guess?
Yeah. So I had a couple $1,000 saved up. I'm the only one working. My mom's going to school, and I said, you know what, Mom, I can take care of the bills. And she was super scared. She's like, well, like, we have these bills to pay and stuff. And I said, Mom, you got to trust me. Like, this business works if I'm willing to put in the work. And yeah, that's kind of what happened.
Bro. So you really went all in.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
So now when you say Facebook, like where? Like Facebook Marketplace or where?
So what I do is I join all the Facebook yard sale groups. It's a gold mine. You join those and you just make ads in there.
Nice. Got it. Okay. And then you contact the seller, went out and met with the seller.
Yeah.
So kind of tell us, how did that go?
Yeah, it went really well. It was a new construction, surprisingly. This older guy, and he just didn't want to finish it. It was probably 85% complete, needed a little bit more drywall and some finishing touches. And I said, you know what, you could make a lot more if you sold this yourself. And I made that known to him, and he said, yeah, I'm getting older. I just want to be done with it. So I was like, okay. I had a hard time comping the property. There just wasn't anything else like it. It was on a hill right next to a university, right next to a temple, this great location. So I developed a really good rapport with them, and they were comfortable working with me. And
wow, man. So now, Josh, so what was the ARV on it, man?
so the Zillow estimate, the ARV was 200. I called several real estate investors, and they said it was closer to the 250, 260 range.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for those of you who's watching, if you're having a hard time, we lost you, bro. But for those of you who's watching, you're back. For those of you who's watching and you're having a hard time comping a property, or you don't know how or whatever, just like do exactly what Josh has said. Call a couple realtors in the area that are active, and then just ask them. Now, people want to know, Josh, what kind of question do you ask them?
People overcomplicate it. It's a matter of picking up the phone, calling a real estate agent. Hey, I have this property that I'm interested in. I'm kind of wondering about some comps, the price of it. What is the market like? Do you think this home would sell? You know, these agents, they do this for a living. They know what homes are selling for, and it's as simple as that.
Smart, man. And so what was the rehab on it? What's the rehab cost?
Right around 40 grand.
40,000. Okay. And how much did you lock it up for?
So I locked it up for 135.
Dang. So did you have to negotiate with the seller?
No, I said, you know, what's your bottom line on it? He said, I'm in it at 135. I'm not going a hair lower. And I felt that was a really fair price.
Gotcha. So you lock it up on the contract for 130. And what was the earnest money between you and the seller?
I actually didn't put any EMD.
Okay. None.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay. And how long do you lock it up for?
I did a 30-day close on it. He had his check in 6 days.
Wow, bro.
Yeah.
So, okay. So you lock it up for 30 days. Now, after you lock up, and you went and met him, and he signed the contract right there on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, bro. So you went there, like, you're like, hey, I'm going to get this deal or what?
Yeah, I went in super confident. I knew that it could sell. The market here in Southern Utah is so very hot. And I knew that was a deal. He had some questions. He said, oh, so you're not buying this yourself? And there was some interjections that I had to go over with him, and said, you know what? I'm going to be using an investor's money to fund this. I know that this can work out, and I know that this is a deal and you can get your money. He trusted me. You know, people like doing business with people they trust. So if you're able to develop a good rapport with them, explain that you're there to help them, to serve them. You're not just trying to make a quick buck off of them. They can see that, you know, they can feel that.
Bro, dude, that is a solid advice, man. So for those of you who didn't catch that, you know, a lot of times what you want to do is, you know, seller, what you want to do is you want to come in very confident, and you want to reassure them. You know, by reassure them, tell them, hey, you know what, I can get this done. You're going to get the amount of money that we talked about and agreed upon, you know, and just say, hey, I'm going to work with some investors and things like that. You know, you don't have to tell them the wholesalers, which you are going to bring in a buyer, you're going to get the deal done for them. So you want to reassure them, and you want to come in with confidence. If you stutter, if you kind of like, sweating it, like, it's going to cause a problem. Okay.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay. So after you lock it up, man, what do you do after that, Josh?
besides having an anxiety attack, because I was super, super nervous. I was like, oh shoot, like first one, like the first one's always the hardest.
Yep.
After that, I already had probably 200 cash buyers that I got just from REIAs. I blasted that out, emailed that out to all the cash buyers I had. And that day I was probably on 14 phone calls, just talking to them and answering questions and all that good stuff.
Wow, man. Okay, so you lock it up on the contract for 130 and you send it out for 160, right?
135, and I sold it for 165.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so you lock it up for 135 and sold it for 165.
Yes, sir.
And so now for those of you, I hear people say it all the time. Should I do my cash buyer first, or should I find the deal first? You can do both, man. You can do both. In the meantime, you're pounding the phone. You can put an ad on Craigslist saying, hey, a ghost ad. We call that a ghost ad, trying to build up your cash buyer list. You can go to Facebook group, Facebook Marketplace, Wholesaling Houses full-time Facebook group, join the local RIA. Like, you can do both. I don't know why people say this and this. Dude, you should do both.
Yeah, you do both.
Like you can do both. So, okay, so in the meantime, Josh, you have built up 200 cash buyer.
Correct.
So you blasted out for 165.
I blasted it out for actually 160, and there was a war that went on, and I said, you do 165 and I'll be done with it.
So the buyer buy the probably sight unseen or what?
Yep, sight unseen. Yeah.
How long did it take you to actually find the buyer?
3 days.
So this is a killer deal.
Yeah, it was a home run for sure.
Well, that was easy enough, man. You lock it up and you send it out, and buyers buy pretty much buy this sight unseen without seeing the property.
It helped that I had a lot of pictures. I did video walkthrough, so if you guys watching it, it helps if you can have pictures to show the cash buyers.
Yep, smart. A video, it's also really good. Awesome, man. Now, how much did deposit did the buyer put down?
He put 1,000 down. Yep.
1K.
Yep.
Got it. I mean, dude, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Josh, for those that are starting out, man, for those that are starting out, especially 19, 18, or 20, or whatever it is, man, what are some tips? What are some advice that you can give them?
I'm going to share this, and it's not to impress you, but it's to impress upon you, like you say. I live here with my mom. It's me and my mom. I don't have a birth certificate. I don't have a social security number. I didn't have a driver's license to meet with the seller. If I can do it in my situation, you guys have no excuses. You want to think that you need to know everything before you can take action. You're going to make mistakes. I'm sure as hell not perfect at it. Kong is probably pretty dang close, but you're going to make mistakes, and that's just part of it. Just don't think that you need to know it all.
Dude, that's a good one, man. Hey, I still make mistakes up until today. All right, you guys, you got to understand, man, when you're in the business, there's always new things that pops up. I still make mistakes. I still learn and trying to grow my business every day, because they say the road to success, man, is always under construction, right? So when you're trying to build that team, trying to build that business, and you're trying to grow and scale, it's always under construction. And the thing is, smart people, they don't say that they're smart. They know, but they don't say it. It's always the stupid one or the ignorant one, right? Like that thinks that they know it all, so they don't learn from people, and that's why.
Absolutely, you got to have that little bit of humility in you.
Correct, man. It's like that's why when you're in a room, that's like the people that knows, dude, they don't talk much, but it's because man, when I used to remember, Josh, when I first started, man, I go to local meetup or local RIA. It's always the one then that watch a bunch of videos. It's always the one that hasn't done anything, hadn't done shit, that talks the most, that tells you exactly what you should be doing. And then when I ask them, so, oh my God, man, so how many deals have you done? No, I haven't done any yet. I say, come on,
Absolutely.
Anyways, so Josh, how can people connect with you, bro?
Instagram is probably the easiest way. I'd be happy to answer any questions you guys have. It's Juicy Jarvis, Jarvis is how you reach out to me on Instagram.
Nice, bro. Now, so what is your plan and goal now, bro?
I have another one that I'm working on. It's about 2 weeks away from being under contract. That'll probably be a $40,000 or $50,000 spread. So just reinvest that money, keep rolling it into the business, and make more deals happen.
I love it, man. Now, for those of you who's watching, you know, when you get into the business and you start to follow a bunch of people or join the Facebook group and people are talking about how many deals they're doing, listen, it's not about the number of deals, but it's the spread, the amount, the size. Like, you know, 30K deal, man, some, you know, you only need to do what? 1 of those a month, 2 of those a month, 3 of those a month. You know, and there are people who do 20 deals, you know, 10 deals a month, but they're only making 5K a deal. I heard people that only do like $2,500 per deal.
Right.
Okay, so it's not about the amount of deals, man. Just focus on the size of the deals.
Quality.
Anyways, what's that?
Quality over quantity, as I like to say.
That's right. Good job, man. Hey, Josh, I want to say congrats, man. Thank you so much, man, for taking time to jump on and do this with me, man.
Hey, the pleasure is all mine. I appreciate you, Khang.
Hey, awesome, man. Josh, what are some last words that you want to say, man, to wrap this up?
You know, wrapping up, don't make excuses. Go out there and make it happen.
And get that money, man.
Baby.
Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video added a lot of value to you. If it does, show my guest some love. Boom, smash that thumbs up. You're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, take care. Josh, thank you, bro.
Thank you. Peace.
Yeah, ciao, dude.